Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon. Again, my name is Kristen, and I'm going to share with you today how to use the new response system that SMART has come out with, the SmartResponse XEs in the math classroom. I believe they can also very easily be translated to any other kind of classroom, but the data will, of course, be from my experience, which is through math. On the front screen, you can certainly see the clicker, and it looks a little bit different than some of the ones that I'm sure a lot of you have used. It does have a full QWERTY keyboard. Okay, so again, you have that immediate feedback. The students know instantly if they're right or wrong on those questions, and you know which questions you need to spend time on before you ever collect a paper. And of course, one of the greatest things in my mind as a teacher is that many electronic grade books will allow you to import the grades right from Response. So you can export results from Response into an Excel spreadsheet and easily import back into an electronic grade book. Quizzes and tests are fabulous. Basically, this is what it's going to look like. Of course, the answers are hidden on the left-hand side where you can see the answer key. But a student will get a question up on the board, and they'll pick up their clicker, and they'll type in their answer. And you can run to different types of questions. This one is a math question. Sorry. Second one, and then you can see the answers. So I apologize for the skip there. You can see the answers that they gave. Notice that when you hit the stop button, you can see the correct answer is 6. We can see that 19 students passed. We can see it took 43 seconds for that, and that 100% got it correct. Another type of question would be this type, using a synonym. This is a texting question, and one of the new features that I think that our English teachers and our science teachers have fallen in love with here. You can see on the left-hand side that when I set the question up, I could type in 4 possible answers. I can do less or more, depending on if you think there are certain spelling errors, you can give them a chance. And when the students type in their response, here's what they got. You can see that after 1 minute 16 seconds, here are the answers that students had shared. So 3 of them fit my what I had typed in, but there were lots of others. And you might say, well, then how do they know if it's right or wrong? What's really nice is it's that discussion piece, and also when you export results, you can look at their answers and give them credit if need be. It also allows for mathematically equivalent answers. If you want kids to factor, I typed in my answer here. You can see as x plus 6 and x plus 2. However, we know that since multiplication is commutative, we may get a different order of that, and here's what happens. The response system totally understands that it can be in a different order, and we'll show you that all students got it correct. Here's what the results will look like when you export. As you can see, I had a number of famous mathematicians taking a test, and what you see is all of the red answers are ones that were triggered as incorrect in the software. So if you have a texting question, you can quickly look at the red ones and see, did they give you something that was correct, but maybe you hadn't anticipated? And also you can see the percentage at the end, how many they got correct. You can see class averages. Again, this is the screen also that you can import into your electronic gradebook as long as you have that function on your gradebook. Next is the standardized test prep, and this is where we have seen the biggest increase in our scores. You basically can fake out response by leaving the questions blank and inputting all of your answers. Then using the screen capture tool to put the questions right from a released practice exam onto that screen. So every day you might have 2 questions at the beginning of class that the kids are putting in their clickers. You know who's getting them right and wrong because you can look at the data as well as correct them and discuss the questions simply and quickly. Here are just some thoughts that I wanted to end with today. We did have our highest OGT, which is our Ohio graduation exam here last year, and I believe it's because of these tools. Again, quiet students aren't quiet. They all have a voice because every single student has signed in. Every single student, then the data is recorded. Also, the kids really enjoy them. They walk in, they ask, are we playing with the clickers today? So they get more engaged because of that. And I think because of that, you'll see a lot more effort and a lot more consistency on their part. So in conclusion, feel free to hit the question button, and also you can email me at the email address on the screen, and I would be happy to share anything that I've created or just talk to you about what you're trying to create. or just give you an idea of what the XE might do for you in your classroom.